We are live from the Gus here in Albert Lea for girls soccer as we start our second season on AlbertLeaLive.com. And thank you for tuning in. I'm Jay Paul along with Chad Butzler. Chad's back. Hi, Chad.
Hello. Great to be back.
It's been a while. And yeah, I did the whole summer baseball season without you, but always good to have you along. And we have some really good soccer teams. I think, they're young but very eager, and we'll see. I mean, the girls start tonight here against MANKATO Loyola, a team they beat last year 2-0 at their place. And last year's team got 5 wins, which was the best they've done in a long time as far as girls soccer. So I think optimism is high. Of course, they graduated a few girls, but should be interesting to see how they do. And then the boys, too. They play tomorrow night against Cass and Manorville. And then we have the football scrimmage on Saturday. Chad, you won't be here tomorrow, but you will be there Saturday, right?
Correct.
And that starts at 8:30 in the morning on Saturday. We'll have 3 different scrimmages for the football team. The varsity's here. The JV will be out here on one of the practice fields. The C squad, or whatever they call them, all of them are going to get into the action all day long. There's food, there's fun, there's stuff to buy and see here at the Gus. So we invite you out here, as always, to go see the games. But if you can't, then tune them in here on AlbertLeaLive.com and tell your friends from far away, family that lives far away, that they can watch their family play here on girls soccer. We've got volleyball starting up in September. I think the 9th is their first game at home. We've got boys soccer tomorrow night, like I said, and the girls tonight. And then football, of course, is coming along. We have the scrimmage on Saturday, and then their first game is here against who is they playing? I can't remember.
It slipped my mind, but I will get it here in a second.
That'll be on the 29th of August. Their first game is at home this year. They have a home game and then 3 road games and then 3 home games and then a road game to end the regular season.
Tri-City United.
Tri-City United, that's right. That's the opener here on the 29th of August, a week from tomorrow. So, yeah, it's just starting in earnest, our second big year here on AlbertLeaLive.com. I talked to... by the way, Paisley is my daughter, my youngest, who is running our cameras tonight. Her maiden voyage on cameras, so we'll yell at her a little bit along the way, I'm sure. Not too much. Now, unfortunately, her mic doesn't work tonight, so she can't talk. Otherwise, I would have given, at halftime you could come in here and grab Chad's headset, and we can ask you your question there. But I'm going to talk to head coach Amy Wachholz coming up, and our player profile is senior goaltender Haley Wallace, and those are coming up here. By the way, I'd love to acknowledge our sponsors, and we got some new folks to our family. Hy-Vee is on board this school year, Advanced Family Dental as well, and GT Window and Door, Gutters by GT, they're back. Service Master is back as well, and Mr. Sandless also back with us here on AlbertLeaLive.com. There's always room for more if you want to get involved and be on with us. You can contact us through the website that you're watching this on, and or also call me at 507-402-1600 and get involved that way. But we've got the interviews coming up here on AlbertLeaLive.com.
Save big at Hy-Vee, Friday through Sunday. Fresh chicken breasts, just $2.98 a pound. Hy-Vee butter, just $3.48. Plus, you'll find even more great deals across the store. Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Experience dentistry at Advanced Family Dental in Albert Lea. Dr. Rachel Nolander-Popple and Dr. Tricia Nelson pride themselves on continuous innovation that keeps them at their best so they can provide the care you deserve. Advanced Family Dental is committed to providing an exceptional experience. Your needs are met with a friendly, empathetic, and informative atmosphere. Make an appointment, meet the team, and see examples of their talent online at AFD Dental or Advanced Family Dental on Facebook.
I wonder if...
we're back. All right. Well, that's weird. It says live. We're having a discussion here as to whether we are... in fact, on the air here. We'll let Mike go. Thanks, man. Yeah. And we will effort to see if we are on. Everything looks good on our end here, but just have to get to a phone and see if The start button is there. It says Stewartville. Where's Albert Lee and Loyola? Here it is. Live stream should start in a few minutes, so we are not on.
What are we? It says we're 5.5 minutes live.
Huh. What are we doing wrong? I don't see anything.
There just said the live stream has started.
All right. We are live now on AlbertLeeLive.com. As it said, it brings up the Stewartville one. You know by now, if you looked on the website, you got to search for the Loyola, MANKATO Loyola game. And we are here at the Gus for the opening game of our school year, which is girls soccer. MANKATO Loyola in town in their white uniforms, as you see them on the field there, and also Albert Lee in the dark blues, ready to host and a season opener here at the Gus. Boys tomorrow night against Casson Mantorville, and then football scrimmages on Saturday at 8:30 in the morning, and I think it's at noon or 11 o'clock or 11:15 and 12:30, I believe, is their last one. They have 3 different scrimmages. They do 15 plays on offense, 15 plays on defense with each of 3 schools. We'll have all that for you here on AlbertLeeLive.com as well. And I had a chance to talk with the head coach here for the Albert Lee girls soccer team. Let's see how that went. All right, the Tiger pregame, and my guest, Albert Lee head girls soccer coach Amy Winkles. Tiger pregame show. Amy, last year you guys were 5-11, which it's the best season you've had in quite a while. But you got 4 seniors this year on the squad. What positives can you use from last season that can help you with this year's team?
I think going from last year to this year, we're obviously a year older. We have been a very young team for a number of years. I think a couple of years ago we actually took the average of our team and grade-wise, and we were like a 9.2. We were freshmen. That was our average.
Yeah.
This year we're more juniors as our average, so I think just having those extra years of experience is really going to help us this year.
I think a big reason, and I'm not going to try making excuses for anything, but I think it's true. You play the Rochester teams, the Mankato teams, the Big 9 schools that are big schools.
Yeah.
I mean, football got out of that. Is there any chance you guys can get out of the Big 9?
We're really hopeful.
Or is there a shortage of teams that are smaller that have
No,
soccer programs?
I don't think there's a shortage. I think the Big 9 is a very, very tough conference to be in, and I would agree with you when we're competing against teams that make cuts at the beginning of the season because they have too many girls.
And they're still winning 7-0.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, what I really focus on is our section games because I feel like we can be very competitive in our section. Sure. They're teams that are very much like us, so I don't put too much weight on our Big 9 games. They're important and they're there, but I look more at our section games.
And that might make you tougher, but I mean, do you learn anything from 7-0, 6-0?
We learn how to lose well sometimes, which, you know what, that's a part of life too. You're not.
It doesn't seem fair, though.
Yeah, you're not going to win through all of life, and so I think we just learn to tackle things within the game instead of looking for a win. We try to find those little wins throughout the game.
Yeah. Well, okay, now you start a new season. Who are your captains this year?
So my captains are Aaliyah Heidemann, Maggie Olson, and Sydney Kolker.
All right. Are you healthy as we start the season?
Yep, Aaliyah tore her ACL in basketball. She's one of my captains. She's a junior, so that was very unfortunate as she would have been a huge part of the team this year, but she's still on the sideline. She's here supporting us, so we're still happy to have her.
12-month rehab.
Yeah.
Yep. Part of the 3-1 start you had last year was a season-opening 2-0 win over Loyola, who you opened this season with here at home at the Gus tonight. What do you know about them?
We actually just saw them last Saturday. We played them at the Fairmont scrimmages, and we did win 3-1. Scrimmages are hard because you don't know if it's their full varsity squad, if it's a mixture between JV and varsity, but I definitely felt like we were the better team at those scrimmages, so I'm very hopeful for tonight.
Well, I was going to ask you, goalie is an important position in the game, and but you brought your goalie with you.
I did.
I'm going to talk to her in the player profile coming up, but talk about her and what she means to your team.
So Haley Wallace, she's been part of this program for a lot of years. Her sister Liz was goalie before her, and so Haley has been the varsity goalie for 2 years here. Last year she was one of my all-conference players, so just phenomenal on the field. She moves quickly, she reads the ball well. Her punts are phenomenal, so she is just a really key player to our defensive side of the game.
She's back, and who else is back that you're counting on this year, or maybe some new faces?
I do have a couple new faces coming up, some younger girls. I have a couple freshmen this year. My junior class is kind of my stronger class. Maggie Olson, Sydney Kolker, those two will kind of run the center of the field. I have Evie Ravenhorst, she's a senior up top with some legs, along with another sophomore they're very fast on top. So I have a lot of returning players that I think will do great this year.
All right, hey, good luck to you. Stay healthy.
Thank you.
And good luck this year for maybe we'll get more than 5. And
yes, that's
upward and onward.
Yep, exactly. Thank you very much.
Experience dentistry at Advanced Family Dental in Albert Lea. Dr. Rachel Nolander-Popple and Dr. Tricia Nelson pride themselves on continuous innovation that keeps them at their best so they can provide the care you deserve. Advanced Family Dental is committed to providing an exceptional experience. Your needs are met with a friendly, empathetic, and informative atmosphere. Make an appointment, meet the team, and see examples of their talent online at AFD Dental or Advanced Family Dental on Facebook.
Our player profile today is Haley Wallace, who is the senior goaltender for the Albert Lea Tiger team. And how long have you been a goalie? You played goalie how long?
I've played ever since I've been in the program, but I've been varsity for 2 years now then.
Okay, so last year, probably a great learning experience.
Yes,
right?
definitely. I was following after my sister.
Yeah. So you're a senior, and this is an important year for you. You want to win, don't you?
Yes, most definitely. Who doesn't?
And you get to use your hands out there.
Yes.
You know, how are you feeling? You're in good shape and ready to go?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for it. I think we're going to learn a lot.
What other sports do you play?
I play basketball as well.
Okay, and what are your expectations realistically for this soccer program?
I think we're just practicing on just keeping a positive mindset no matter what the outcome is, and just becoming friends more so, and just kind of building that friendship.
And like Coach Wackel said, it's not necessarily how you do against the Rochesters, the Mankatos.
Yep.
It's how you do against the teams that are in your section, and when you get to section.
Yeah.
You want to be on a roll at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Now, you have wear the number 1. Is there any significance to that, or is that just because you're a goalie?
Just because I'm a goalie, to be honest. It was just kind of the number I chose.
Okay. Do you have a pregame ritual?
Not really. I just kind of like to just relax, and definitely just make sure I drink lots of water and just kind of hang out with the girls and kind of bond right there.
You're kind of a leader, too, not only because you're a senior, but a goalie. I mean, you have to be out
yes,
in the field.
Yes, definitely.
Do they listen to you?
The best they can.
Sometimes not. You got a nickname?
Evie Ravenhorst, she calls me Hales. I think that's really cute.
Okay.
But other than that, not really.
Well, who's your favorite teacher of all time in Albert Lea? Could be all the way back to kindergarten.
I'm trying to think who
Or even a couple names.
I definitely like Riley Hansen or Richter, Kruger. Like my math teachers, I really like them.
Okay. A favorite musical artist or group? Who are you listening to?
I don't know. I kind of go all over the place with genres and everything. I don't got a favorite in like that.
Country, metal?
No metal.
Okay, a little bit of rock though, maybe?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, I guess.
Like Eminem, I like him.
And top 40 stuff, yeah. How about a favorite movie star?
Oh, it has to be Miles Teller.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the first time I've heard that. But, yeah, that's good. Favorite athlete of the past? And then one for current.
I don't really know.
You don't have a favorite soccer person or a basketball? What else? I don't know.
Not really, no.
You into football at all? Like Justin Jefferson or anybody like that?
No, I just kind of see what's on TikTok. That's what.
Okay. All right, sounds good. Hey, thanks, and you stay healthy,
Yes.
and let's get some W's, all right?
Yes, thank you.
GT Window and Door of Albert Lea is the 2025 Albert Lea Tribune Reader's Choice for Best Window and Siding Company, and they were also voted Best Contractor. Every vote is a reminder of the trust you place in their team to take care of your home, your family, and your investment. GT Window and Door and Gutters by GT are proud to be a local business serving local people. Call 507-320-0575 and get their team working on your next project. See some examples of their work at gtwindowanddoor.com.
Back here at the Gus and getting ready to go here for girls soccer action. We start our second season of sports and events. We did over 160 games and events last year since last August. And all of those are archived on our website, too. And so while you're here, if later on you want to go looking through some of that stuff, you can. Graduation's on there, too, along with Senior Awards Night and Homecoming Coronation, as well as the Grand March for Prom. We had a lot of stuff on there. And the concerts are always on there, too, if you want to invite some of your faraway family to watch your kids play in the orchestra, the band, the choir, things like that. So we've got, Chad, we've got to get you the starting lineups here, and for Albert Lea, it's going to include these 11 players. Haley Wallace is the senior goalkeeper, and then Ingrid Peralta Linares is a senior, is starting in well. I don't have their exact position names here, but Maggie Olson will start. She's a junior. Junior Sydney Kolker, also a starter. Nora Jacobson is one of two sophomores, actually three sophomores that start for Amy Wacholz, as well as Haley Austinson, a sophomore. Evelyn Ravenhorst is a senior. She will start. Ferry Thaw is a freshman. She's a starter. So the youngest of all is Ferry. Adeva Warrington is a junior. She gets the start. Peyton Seeger is a sophomore starting. And Madeline Quintana, also junior, getting the big start here for Albert Lea. 5-win team last year and looking to capitalize on that. They're kind of young, but they kind of have a mix of seniors, 4 seniors, and then like I said, Amy said she was pretty proud of her underclass girls here, so we'll see how they fare as we get going here. Loyola Crusaders out of Mankato, starting Stella Munson, a senior, in the goal, along with Vivian Crush and Sophie Nackreiner is a senior midfielder. Allie Wheeler, a forward, a senior. Leah Quaid is playing on defense. She's a junior. Riley Prang is a sophomore, starting on defense. Colleen Olmanson, another sophomore midfielder. Jacelyn Carpenter is a freshman defensive player. Forward, a freshman, Shelby Byer. It's a start. And Cora Johannes, another freshman forward for the Crusaders. And then Brielle Cooney, who's an 8th grader, getting the start. You've got the national anthem coming up here. We should take a break because we don't have the audio on that. We apologize for that, but we'll be back on AlbertLeaLive.com.
Save big at Hy-Vee, Friday through Sunday. Fresh chicken breasts, just $2.98 a pound. Hy-Vee butter, just $3.48. Plus, you'll find even more great deals across the store. Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
GT Window and Door of Albert Lea is the 2025 Albert Lea Tribune Reader's Choice for Best Window and Siding Company, and they were also voted Best Contractor. Every vote is a reminder of the trust you place in their team to take care of your home, your family, and your investment. GT Window and Door and Gutters by GT are proud to be a local business serving local people. Call 507-320-0575 and get their team working on your next project. See some examples of their work at gtwindowanddoor.com. Take the first step toward the smile you've always wanted with a call to Alpha Orthodontics in Albert Lea. Dr. Gleich specializes in creating confident, picture-perfect smiles and is the area's only top 1% Diamond Invisalign provider. If you're looking for a less noticeable way to straighten your teeth, ask about Invisalign. Call 507-377-0222 today and schedule your complimentary consultation. Alpha Orthodontics, where dream smiles begin.
About ready to get going here as the season opener is here. Girls soccer, boys tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. I know it said 5 for a while on the schedule, but it's a 7 o'clock start. JV at 5, and then the varsity at 7 o'clock against Castle Manorville. And the football scrimmage on Saturday all day, starting at about 8:30. Well, we'll be on a little after 8 o'clock. as we get the scrimmages going. I've got good audio from some of the players, and Sam McGill, Carter Kahn, who else? I mentioned him earlier, and I've forgotten. Paul Dunn,
Charlie Irvine.
Oh, Charlie Irvine, yeah. Who can forget Charlie? And Charlie was, he had a couple of, or one event or two, maybe at the state's track and field championships, and said he had a great time up there. So he's a talented individual, plays basketball as well. So, but we got about 4 players. I know Coach Don, and we'll try and get some up here too if they have some time to talk to us. But ready to go here as Albert Lea will be going right to left, as you see, in the blue uniforms. And Loyola will kick off here. And they get things started in their white uniforms. As a nice takeaway here for Albert Lea, but it's going to kind of feel each other out here in the early going, I'm sure. This looks like so many bodies out on the field. There is 22, but it looks like a lot more than that when everybody's standing around here. People will start getting tired, and see how many subs. I'm not sure how deep either club is here, but as they get down deep now, Albert Lea into the corner, working it out to Peyton Seeger, number 19. Here's Maggie Olson, number 3. Oh, she gets tripped up, and nothing called there, just incidental contact. Maggie's got it back now, but it gets knocked away from her and back to midfield. A little scrum for it there. Sydney Kolker was trying to get it, but it got all the way down the field, and Ingrid Linares, Peralta Linares, chasing it down there, but Loyola with a chance, and it gets knocked out of bounds by the Tiger D. I believe that was a David Warrington, the junior, who knocked it out. So they'll have a corner kick here coming up, Loyola. Beautiful night, Chad.
Yeah, it is. Nice breeze.
And I hear, State Fair started, and my normal camera girl, Farron, my other daughter, now Paisley's going to start this year doing a lot of camera work too, because Farron's actually going to be old enough to have a real job somewhere. She's at the State Fair with her ducks, and she won a purple ribbon today at the State Fair. So congratulations to Farron. And your daughter, your girlfriend's daughter is graduated, right?
Correct.
And we had her on because she plays rugby.
Correct.
Or played, and I think she's playing this weekend too.
Yes.
She's a lot of fun to talk to as well. I love the attitude on both of the offspring we have. And you have some daughters too.
Yeah, my actual 21-year-old leaves tomorrow to spend 4 months in Australia.
How cool is that?
For college, yeah.
Wow, that's a bucket list trip right there. But wow. Hope she doesn't I hope she doesn't mind spiders, because they got big ones.
I told her that. Snakes and spiders.
That too, yeah. Here comes Albert Lea down the field. Haley Austinson with a shot. She kicks it right to the right side of the goal and out of bounds. Haley, of course, and her sister on the hockey team. A lot of these girls are on the hockey team. Goskisons.
When you said Haley Austinson with a shot on goal, it's like hockey over again.
Yeah. Yep, no doubt about that. As back in play here, a little header for Peyton Seeger, the sophomore for Albert Lea. Boy, she's active and gets it up ahead as they've got something working here. Austinson now off to the other side of the field to Quintana. Working the line over there. I think it went out of bounds. It's going to be a throw in here for the Tigers. Quintana, I believe, throwing it in there. It's hard to see all that way across there, but got knocked out. Boy, that was unfortunate. I don't know if Haley was ready for that one quite. It kind of went off her leg on the throw-in and bounced right out of bounds. So Loyola takes over, but not for long. It's knocked out of bounds back to the Tigers here for a throw-in. Scoreless early on. 36-12 to go, first half. Jay Paul with Chad Butzler and Paisley, my daughter, running cameras. And we'll have Mint coming back and she's producing tomorrow night. And Paisley will run cameras. And then Chad's back Saturday for the scrimmages for football with me and Paisley. So it's going to be fun.
I got to wonder if Albert Lee started school this week, and I don't believe Mankato has yet. And I wonder if there's good or bad to that. If the girls, mesh better when they start school, and
maybe a little more routine, and then they're more familiar with each other again.
Right.
Yeah, there might be something to that. This is a team we beat 2-0 last year at their place, and so we know we can win. In fact, we got off to a 3-1 start last year, these girls, and only won twice the rest of the way. But they got into that tough Big 9 schedule, playing all the Rochester schools and the 2 Mankato schools. So actually 3, because you got Loyola, but that was a win. But they back and forth it goes here at midfield, and goes out of bounds. Still Tigers' possession. And the throw in, quickly taken away by the Crusaders, and taken away by the Tigers. Nobody's come close yet here in the first 5 minutes or so of the contest. Just a little back and forth going on here as they're trying to put their practice moves into motion here on the field, and goes across the end line there. Loyola will have a goalie kick. Well, actually, it looks like someone else may do that. It doesn't have to be a goalie, but it has to be from the line there.
You can't really miss Albert Lee's goaltender, can you?
The bright pink. She did not wear that up here, Haley Wallace, when she was doing the interview. At least I didn't notice it. I think I would have noticed that. Yeah. And yes, Albert Lee takes it away and puts some pressure on, but taken away here by the Crusaders. That's all right. Haley can stand down there by herself all night long, especially early in the season. That's good to get the offense, get some momentum going. As the Crusaders have a throw in here. Some folks from Loyola in the stands across the way, you can see. And made the trip here, about an hour drive. But pretty good crowd here for the opener. On our side of things, see some grandmas and grandpas and some families, some kids here too from high school and probably middle school. As this is Sydney Colker, number 4, advancing it, and then it goes out of bounds back to Loyola for the throw-in. No penalties yet in the first 7 minutes here of the contest. We're down to 33 minutes left here in the half. No telling how much extra time, running time they call it, we'll have, but referees keep track of all that. And by the way, when football starts, we are planning to have the referees mic'd up, which is, I think that's exciting. It's kind of fun. And eventually all games here at the Gus will have referees mic'd up. It adds something. Sometimes you lose in translation what the actual penalty is or whatever, but the referees can give their version of it. And
when I refed high school football, we would be sometimes the head referee would be mic'd up, and numerous times he would forget to turn it off after he spoke.
Oh,
so sometimes you might get some extra stuff.
We have to keep a finger on the sliding volume for the referee. Oh, nicely taken away here by Albert Lee as Peyton Seeger advances it up here, and chasing it down is Evelyn Ravenhorst, the freshman. No, she's a senior. I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong line there. Evelyn collides down there with number 1, I think it was. Riley Prang, sophomore for Loyola, but everybody's all right. This can be a physical sport for sure. Not one that I played other than in gym class and things like that. But, that was back in the 70s, and things were a lot different back then. But it is a sport. They say it's the number 1 participation sport in the world.
I feel like it's really grown the last 15 years or so.
Yeah, here in the U.S., yeah, for sure. Corner kick here. Is that Evelyn? I can't see the number quite. I think it's number 9, Evelyn Ravenhorst. As they set up out in front, now they got their play in motion, and it was broken up by Loyola and out of bounds, so they'll do it again. You can see the flags are flapping a little bit, so it is a little breezy. It's blowing towards us here in the press box.
She's kicking it right into the wind here.
Yep. It's not an overwhelming wind, but that soccer ball does not weigh a lot.
Right.
It can be moved by the wind quite easily, especially if you can get it up in the air a little bit. She's keeping it low. Oh, and a chance out front, and it goes just wide. I think Maggie Olson might have had a foot on that one, but got it deflected out of bounds. Loyola playing some good D there. And they'll go the other way. They say it was off of Maggie. I thought it got deflected off of one of the Crusader girls, but referees say the otherwise. See, this is where having them mic'd up would be nice. I don't know that they would have explained that. Oh, taken away again. Here's Maggie with a chance. And a save is made by Munson, the two senior goalkeepers here in this game. As Albert Lee again, well, that was a little bit of a collision there. They're going to call a penalty on Peyton Seeger and a penalty kick coming up here. The Crusaders will put it in play. But most of the play has been on the Tiger offensive end. It's been rare that they got Crusaders have gotten it past the 50-yard line, or midfield, as it were, on the pitch here. And taken away right away again by the Tigers. They've been doing that a lot here in the early going. It's a good sign. Race for the ball into the corner as won by the Tigers. Oh, that's a bad angle for sure, but good try there. I think that was Haley Austinson, number 7 on the attempt there. That goes out of bounds, so back to a goal kick, which will be done here by number 16, Jessa Scott, for the Crusaders. She's got the sun right in her eyes. She's trying to find out, well, where's my teammates? And she got it to a teammate nicely, but it was taken away right away again. Boy, this defense has been doing great. That's Haley Austinson. I don't see Hannah out there, though. So usually when there's Haley or Hannah, the other one follows, but they're quite a combination on the ice. But Hannah apparently not into the soccer this year. I know she's a senior this year. It goes out of bounds again. This time, though, a corner kick on the other side for Albert Lee, and that's going to be Evelyn Ravenhorst.
They're switching up.
Oh, yep. She put it down over there, but she's going out. We've got some replacements coming in here for Albert Lee. Let's see if I can get some numbers here.
3, I believe.
No, that's Maggie. 13, maybe. That's Danica Jensen, a senior. Yep, she's in the game now. Here's the corner kick. And it goes right into the leg of Sophie Knockreiner. But Albert Lee keeps it in play. Oh, it was blocked out in front. As Sydney Kolker had a try there. A shot that was blocked. And they'll set up again a little farther out here. The Tigers on the near side. That was a push that didn't get called. Right as she was trying to pass it, she got knocked down, but play continues, and Crusaders trying to get it out of their end here are really having trouble doing that. The Tigers have really kept the pressure on all through this half so far. 13 minutes in here, 27 minutes to go. Oh, I hate that when the legs come together on both kicking. That is torn ligaments waiting to happen. But they came out of that one all right. And again, the pressure is still on here. Boy, they don't let the Crusaders breathe. This is a suffocating defense here by the Tigers so far tonight. And again, they just get it across midfield and back the other way it goes. Rolling out of bounds to the Crusaders for a throw-in. Scoreless here with 26.5 to go. Back, Marley Goskison is number 16. She's in the game. That's right there near midfield. She's a sophomore. Her first time in on the game. There was 3 replacements, and I know it was Marley, and then I know it's not Aaliyah Heidemann. She's the injured player. Got hurt in basketball and has about a 12-month convalescence. But she's on the sidelines cheering her players on, teammates. That goes out of bounds and back the other way to Loyola. couple of freshmen on this Tiger squad, and Ferry Thaw is starting, and then Jordan Earl also getting some varsity playing time. Hopefully, we'll look for number 15 out there.
We'll also be seeing, I'm sure, her brother, I believe, is a senior this year, Peyton Earl.
Is he? Yeah, he might be.
Football.
The Earl name is, well known for sports in this town. For sure. As I think they had a brother, older brother, too, that went through here, and at least one. Some delay over there on the far sideline. As the throw in here for the visiting Crusaders. That was a good throw. That almost picked off right away. And again, thwarting their attempt to get it across the midfield stripe. And here's a 2-on-3 for the Tigers. 2-on-4 if you count the goalie. And she does get in there and take it away there, Munson. And Stella! She made the save. Actually, Hales has not even had to make a save. We haven't even seen. I don't even think Paisley pan over and show Haley in her pink outfit, looking so nice. But we haven't had a chance to focus on her because it hasn't gone over there. All right, back to regular action here, and another throw in. That one got away from her. I don't think she thought wanted that to go straight up in the air like that. But Albert Lee takes over again. Boy, Sydney Kolker just dominating. She and Maggie Olson, and this is Haley Austinson, number 7. Got to take it away there, but Albert Lee keeps the pressure on, as that's Ingrid Peralta Linares, number 2, a senior. Now there's Haley. Wallace in your screen. She picks it up, and we'll kick it out of there. See her first boot of the evening. And some infraction here.
I believe it came up and got her in the hand.
So
they're going to give it to Albert Lee from there.
Yeah, whether incidental or not, it cannot touch your hands unless you're the goalkeeper. So goes the other way. A little penalty kick here for the Tigers. They've had some chances, but still scoreless here. 23 minutes left here in the first half. From the Gus. You can still come on here. We get some concessions and nice weather. On this side of the field, it's shaded.
Such a gorgeous complex, too.
It is, really. It's the best one of the Big Nine, I think.
I have yet to be to the new Owatonna one, but
yeah, I've been to the high school, and it's nice. It's big. They have like 3 different basketball courts over there. Wow. It's just huge. But I don't know. I do like this outdoor facility with the softball diamonds and the baseball and the practice fields for football, and then the
right.
What's that building called?
I can't recall.
It's not the Commons. It's the. I knew it too. I knew we were going to talk about it, but that is a really nice building, and they have that meeting room, and they've got locker rooms in there and some office space too. So they really did it up right, and it's gets a lot of compliments from. Especially, when we play softball, I hear the other coaches saying, "We need to get something like this." It is really nice, and it's less upkeep when you have the turf like they do on the infield at softball. And here's another chance for Albert Lee. Oh, just missing. I believe that was Jordan Earl. Was that 15?
Correct.
Yeah, Jordan getting a shot in there, the freshman. Got a goalie kick here by the non-goalie. Munson must not have quite the foot that this girl does. Ooh, that's close to a hand hitting the ball there, but did not get called, and they're going to let it roll out of bounds and do it again. Scoreless. One of these times, Albert Lee's going to cash in. They've come close a couple times, but Stella Munson, pretty good goaltender, and the defense collapses in. It's tough. If you can time your kick, you can get it over the goalie at a point where they can't, just kind of loft it over them so they can't even jump for it. I've seen that done from quite a distance out. Some of these girls and guys are so talented, knowing their distances and how they can kick it. And you got to have stamina to play this game. It's constant running.
That's why I never played.
And running into people. That's the fun part, is running into people. But, those kicks, it just bothers me when those feet come together like that. Playing as just in the neighborhood, we used to have some nasty foot collisions as it goes out. And thrown in by Loyola here. They just have not gotten much going at all in the first 20 minutes. We're halfway through the first half as Maggie knocks that one out. Chest shot right out of bounds. Maggie with a great wrestling background, and she is quite the athlete, as her brothers are. And that one taken away again and knocked out of bounds, though. And it's Fairy Thaw there, number 11. Oh, I thought she knocked it out, but she's going to get the throw in here. It goes the other way. Stopped again by the Tiger D. They don't let him get past the 40. Just a couple of times is all here in the first half of the first half. You can see some girls dragging a little bit. They've been running quite a bit, and it's the first game of the year, so the conditioning may not be there for everybody. Especially like you say, the Loyola probably hasn't even started school, so maybe it was tough to get the girls to practice all the practices that lead up to the season. We've got some replacement players coming in for Loyola, a couple of girls. As they don't have their numbers in order here, so it's a little tough. Sarah Nelson goes out, as well as Jocelyn Carpenter. And in, Allie Wheeler is one of them. She was a starter, number 5. She's back in after a quick rest. That'll go out of bounds as Ferry lets that roll out. She'll have a throw in. Gets kicked back to center field. And Loyola now a chance to advance the ball, which is a rarity here so far today, as that is knocked the other way by David Warrington. And stolen away again by Tiger D. Ingrid Peralta-Linares. Getting a hold on that one. A little back and forth here, mid-pitch. And that one squirts by everybody right down the sideline, and there's a chance for Albert Lea. Well, it looked like it was opening up. There would have been 2 on 4, but they go the other way with it. Back towards midfield. Into the middle of the field, and Loyola taking it away here momentarily. And that's Marley Goskuson, number 16, who took it away from them. Advanced it ahead to Jordan Earl, getting some good playing time here, the freshman. She's got it right now. Taken away from her. And that kick going to go all the way to the goalie. 17 minutes and counting left here in the first half. Oh, collision there and a whistle as Maggie knocked her over, but she's not afraid of contact.
No.
Her wrestling career shows that. As she's quite she's a good interview too. She's quite the kid. There are a lot of really good youth in this town, and I get to know them a little bit with these interviews and stuff, and they all say, I don't know, I hear the coaches, I don't know, that player's kind of quiet, and then, but they're not with me. And my kids too, they're quiet to an extent, but not at home, we can't shut them up. Out of bounds there, so it's a rare chance for Loyola to be deep in offensive territory, but a lot of substitutions coming in now for both squads. As It's tough to get all the numbers. But one of them coming back in is Evelyn Ravenhorst, a senior starter for Albert Lea. But this puts Haley Wallace in play here, the goalkeeper for Albert Lea. And they take it away right away. I mean, coming down, it doesn't matter who's in the game. They've got this tough defense, so good coaching. Take that ball away. That's the first step. And they've had a few shots and chances, but have not been able to put one in. Here's a side shot falling down in the corner there. It goes out of bounds. And I believe that's Haley Austinson. Staying hydrated, very important at this time of the year. Well, any time of the year, but especially in the hot summer sun and heat. This is the last of the muggy days here, I guess. We're going to get a little break here for the foreseeable future, in fact. It looks like 60s and 70s for highs, which is nice. I think keep away from the rain, too. Man, I think we've had enough of that this year.
Right.
So many people with wet basements and property damage, and it's a bad thing. Nice throw in, and it got by a couple of Crusader girls right to Austinson, who had it blocked over there on the far side, and she got it taken away from her. That goes scooting out of bounds near the 40. So a quick throw in here. Love to see them score here. Got 14 minutes left in the first half, still scoreless. Come off of some sports, and soccer. A lot of times soccer is 1-0. They go. That's a final score a lot of times. So we get involved in some sports where they're high scoring affair. Basketball and football at times can be high scoring. American football. But there's a nice shot that goes right to Munson, and that was Haley Austinson with the kick there.
Probably the toughest save she's had to make yet.
They get it out of the danger zone, and it goes out of bounds right back to Albert Lea. A throw in here for Peyton Seeger. Ooh, that got by everybody, and thought Evelyn was going to have a chance at that angle, but got past her and out of bounds. It's Crusaders going the other way. Waiting on the throw in here. Nope, they're going to give it to Albert Lea. 12:45 and counting left in the half. Let's get a goal here, girls. Throw in goes to the Crusaders, and they get a ball squirting all the way into the other side of the field, but quickly taken away by Albert Lea, and then out of bounds off of the foot of Ferry Thal. So Loyola will have a throw in here. I see number 14, Kate Kiter's out on the field too for Albert Lea now. She's the junior. It's the first time I've seen. Who's going to do it? As time runs down now to 2 minutes and counting left in this first half. 2-0 Tigers. Oh, a collision right down there in front of the goal. Everybody's all right and pops right back up, though. Some of these things, they look nasty, but these girls are tough. Bounce right back up. You got to be used to some of the bumps and bruises for sure, as there's not a lot of padding other than maybe the knees. And they boot it down the field, but it's going to be taken by the Tigers as David Warrington got in the way of that one. And here's Peyton Seeger going the other way. She gets it ahead to Sydney Colker. Then it's grabbed by the Crusaders and taken in a different direction. Down to 1:05 to play here in the first half. 2-0 Albert Lea. As we are back live, and we had a little bit of a hiccup there, and of course we had 2 goals scored while we were away. both by Albert Lee. Haley Austenson at 6:40 left to the first half, and then 36 seconds later, Evelyn Ravenhorst put one in to make it a 2-0 Tiger lead here. And here comes Haley again, weaving her way. She got her second goal. A left-footed kick with 39 seconds left here in the first half. 3-0. Get a replay on that one, and we'll look at it at halftime. Haley Austenson, second goal for her. And it's 3-0 Albert Lee. 39 seconds left here in the half. Put Evelyn back in, and she still has time to score. She did it 36 seconds after the first one.
Unfortunately, it didn't quite have the replay settings set correctly after I
we had to redo things, yeah.
Second half will be ready.
Okay. 3-0 here as time winds down. Kickoff by the Crusaders. Down to 30 seconds left as they come into the offensive zone. One of the rare times they've been this close to Haley Wallace in the pink uniform, as that one didn't quite get to Haley. It was blocked out front by Warrington, and it goes dribbling out of bounds, and Haley will have a goalie kick here. And it's going to run out of time. They're just not even going to bother because it's 5 seconds, and we are down to halftime. 3-0 Albert Lee. Boy, they waited till 33-20 of the first half, but they got 3 quick goals here in the last 6:40 of the half. 2 by Haley Austenson, who really had a lot of chances in that first half, but she cashed in on 2 of them. And a commanding 3-0 lead. 3-0 for Albert Lee as we go to halftime. And again, thanks to our sponsors here. Some of them are new to us. Some of them coming back for the second year. GT Window and Door and Gutters by GT. Thank them again for being along for the second year. Service Master by Ayat, also along the second year. Mr. Sandless did baseball with us and decided to continue on for this sporting season. We thank Troy Irvine for that. And then Advanced Family Dental, new to our family, but boy, they have grown fast and just become the go-to place here in Albert Lee for sure. And also Hy-Vee, another one of our fine sponsors, and Alpha Orthodontics, also on board here for this sporting season. They get all the games. We do 10 sports. We'll probably do 150, 160 games, and then about 15 or so events throughout the year. So lots of opportunity to hear from these great sponsors. And by the way, you should go shop there and tell them you saw them on Albert Lee Live. Let them know that that it matters to you, that they sponsor and support youth. And not only the athletes, Chad, but we have students like my daughters, Paisley and Farron, who help us out with camera work and some production and producing things. And we've got others, Jonathan Streckert, who has yet to help us this year yet, but this is only the first game of the year. But he was instrumental last year, as was Mint. Mint will be producing tomorrow night's boys soccer game. I'm not sure on her last name, but she's a big help to us as well. And some others, we've had some good discussions with other folks, too, along the way. In fact, who is it? Molly, I'm going to forget her last name. They run the Snap Fitness, her and her husband. She wants to do some color commentating on volleyball and girls basketball and some things like that. So, yeah, parents are all welcome. You can volunteer your time to do this. The students get paid. But unfortunately, we can't pay the adults. But if you have an expertise, I mean, Molly was a former coach and a player here in Albert Lee too, and so she just wants to give back a little bit and help us out with some of the volleyball games that are coming up in September and October. So we do appreciate that as well. We'll take a break here at halftime, and at 3-0 Albert Lee lead over the Loyola Crusaders here at Jim Gustafson Field on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Save big at Hy-Vee, Friday through Sunday. Fresh chicken breasts, just $2.98 a pound. Hy-Vee butter, just $3.48. Plus, you'll find even more great deals across the store. Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
GT Window and Door of Albert Lea is the 2025 Albert Lea Tribune Reader's Choice for Best Window and Siding Company, and they were also voted Best Contractor. Every vote is a reminder of the trust you place in their team to take care of your home, your family, and your investment. GT Window and Door and Gutters by GT are proud to be a local business serving local people. Call 507-320-0575 and get their team working on your next project. See some examples of their work at gtwindowanddoor.com.
Experience dentistry at Advanced Family Dental in Albert Lea. Dr. Rachel Nolander-Popple and Dr. Tricia Nelson pride themselves on continuous innovation that keeps them at their best so they can provide the care you deserve. Advanced Family Dental is committed to providing an exceptional experience. Your needs are met with a friendly, empathetic, and informative atmosphere. Make an appointment, meet the team, and see examples of their talent online at AFD Dental or Advanced Family Dental on Facebook.
Stay up to date on Tiger activities by following Albert Lea Live on social media. See what's on tap for the week and check out daily game day graphics to always know what's happening. You'll also get fast updates of game postponements and cancellations. Like and share our posts to keep others updated, and leave a comment with any questions for quick answers. Follow us at Albert Lea Live on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and catch all the action on albertlealive.com.
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. ServiceMaster by Ayatt's janitorial services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster by Ayatt today.
Demand the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster.
And thanks to all of our great sponsors, ServiceMaster by Ayatt, Alpha Orthodontics, Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine, as well as Gutters by GT, GT Window and Door, Hy-Vee, and Advanced Family Dental. We thank them all. And, of course, there's room for more if you want to add your name to the list and get your video ads on and your logo rotating up there in the upper right corner or left corner of the screen. You can do so. We have other options as well. You can sponsor the scoreboard. You know, there are all kinds of add-ons for sure. But we'd love to talk to you. You can message us on the website here. Just look for, I don't know what it says, ask a question or something. You can click on that and inquire, or give me a call at 507-402-1600. And I will walk you through all of that. 3-0 here at halftime. Albert Lea girls team off to a great start here. It was, back and forth. They had some chances. Haley Austinson had some missed goal opportunities early on. But, they have defense, too, as the Crusaders stopped us quite a bit there in the first half of the first half. Stella Munson and her defensive crew. But they finally broke through at 6:40 to play in the first half. Haley Austinson put one in from the right side, and it was 1-0 Albert Lea. And then 36 seconds later, Evelyn Ravenhorst had a great angle on the left side, and she put one in to make it 2-0. And the senior and Haley, the sophomore, had us up 2-0. And then Haley scored again with 39 seconds left in the half to make it 3-0. And that's where we stand right now. As Haley Wallace, the goaltender, has not had to make a save, I don't think. Maybe one, but I don't recall her having to be in a safe situation. They've gone into her area, but it's not like she was saving it from going in. She was just grabbing it as it went by. So I don't think she officially has any saves, it's a good thing. I mean, you like to see her get her numbers going, but hey, if she doesn't have to put her body on the line or diving after balls and things like that, that's all the better. It can be a long season here, as we'll have all the home games for the boys and girls. And speaking of the boys, they play tomorrow night here against Castle Manorville, 7 o'clock start time here on albertlealive.com. And Chad, looking forward to the buzz has been about this football team for Albert Lea. It's been 35 years since they won more than 2 games in a season. They won 2 last year. Should have been 3 because we kind of got robbed in St. Peter. But your thoughts on the football team? I know you've been looking forward to it.
Yeah, after last year, I was really excited to come back. They got a lot of seniors this year, and some of their star players. I mean, third-year starting quarterback in Teagan.
Yeah.
You got Sam McGill was a beast. So I think they're going to.
And Brecken Wachholz, I think, is going to have a bigger role in the offense. He maybe he'll come in at tight. I know they've been working Teagan at quarterback and tight end a little bit. So maybe Brecken comes in and Teagan's another target downfield or something.
Sure, and then you got Carter Kahn.
And you got Carter Kahn with his speed on the outside, and Charlie Irvine running it, and
he's a workhorse.
Mixteco as well. He's a good runner. He's back again as.
The biggest thing I heard him last year was size, and I think they're getting, from what I've understood and heard, is
up front. You mean?
Yep, they're getting more size that was playing on the JV last year. Some underclassmen. There's some a little more size to their offense and defensive line that should help too. So.
Yeah, the weight training program and the you don't want to eat and get fat. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about guys who are in shape and have some upper body strength to push those defenders around, and that's what you got to do when you're on offense. And then defensively too, up front. That's where the games are won and lost, is both offense and defensive line. So that's good to hear that they've worked that in. I know I was talking to Paul Dunn, the head coach, and he said still not to the numbers they really wanted to. They have, I think it's all the way through, like from JV to varsity and all that. It's like 80-some players. 60-some on, or around 60, I think, on the varsity squad, which is more than they've had, I think, lately, but still not what he wanted. He'd rather have 80 on varsity alone.
Yeah, I believe it was less than 5 years ago they were down to 35 or something.
Yeah, everybody was playing both ways. And about third quarter, you're pooped,
Right.
And some of these bigger schools, they are like Amy Wachholz was saying here in soccer, some of her opponents in the Big Nine are cutting players. They have so many coming out, and we pretty much have to play all that we got because that's the only ones we got. But, hey, today it's really working out good for these girls. 3-0 they lead, and couldn't have asked for a better start, except we missed those first 2 goals when we were knocked off the air momentarily. And that was going to happen. As soon as we went off, I thought, now we're going to score.
The fall season, yep.
Just about ready to get going here, and Albert Lee will have the kickoff to start the second half. As who was that doing a little dance down there? That's Sydney Kolker, I think. Is it? No, that's Evelyn Ravenhorst. Getting her freak on down there in the mid-pitch as she gets ready here, gets the sign to go ahead. I would imagine they're starting fairly close to the same way with Haley Wallace in goal, Ingrid Peralta Linares, Maggie Olson, Sydney Kolker, Nora Jacobson, Haley Austinson, Evelyn Ravenhorst, Ferry Thaw, Dava Warrington, Peyton Seeger, and Madeline Quintana starting. But a lot of them I think everybody got in on that first half. I don't see too many names that I did not call. That's good. I mean, if you can play everybody, and especially you got a lead here, they're going to be playing twice a week, most weeks coming up here. We'll have them games next Tuesday and Thursday between the girls and the boys here on AlbertLeeLive.com, and, of course, all the football games, too. I'm not sure we're going to get any girls swimming in this year because I looked at the schedule, and every time they have a girls swimming event here, we have volleyball and girls soccer or boys soccer. There's like 2 or 3 different events going on. It's tough to do them all. But we can do 2 a night, but not 3. So there may be a time here, Chad, when you might have to call this a soccer game here, and I can do volleyball or something like that. But that's what we got you for. As that is a stop by Munson, the goaltender for
I'm sure you said it, but just so we cover it, we will be on the road for football because they only have an 8-game season.
Home and road for football, 8 games, and whatever they get to. Hopefully, we do have GT Window Indoors as a sponsor, so it looks like we can do their. That's a thing we have to explain to people is we, as streamers, get charged a lot more than like radio stations because they do audio. We do audio-video, but when we get to postseason, the MSHSL, Minnesota State High School Athletic League, charges us a lot of money to do streaming of section games. So we need to have sponsors who pay a little extra each month, and we stretch it out 12 months, so it's the hurt is a little less. But if we don't have a sponsor for these teams, we can't do their playoff games. We can do the state tournament games if they make it that far. But then only audio. They won't allow anybody to do video because they have their own video people and they don't want any competition up there. I guess I can't blame them, but I don't think it's fair. But that's just because it's what I do. But so anyway, it's a conundrum, and we need to have folks step up and, first of all, be advertisers, and then at a couple of our levels, a sponsorship of a team is included. So if you're interested in that, there was a shove on that far side as somebody tumbled. It was either Haley or Maggie. I can't see that far on a number, but got right back up, and here come the Crusaders on the prowl as number 3, Shelby Byer, brought it down, but they quickly get it taken away, and here comes Haley Wallace, to boot it away. Boy, she got airtime on that one. Almost to the mid-pitch. Now we're going left to right here with a 3-0 lead, and we are down to 36:40 to play in the game, and whatever running time is left. After that, as Crusaders still battling here, down 3-0, as they'll have a throw-in. Boy, the Tigers have dominated play. I would say 95% of it has been in their offensive end in that first half. And here again, they take it right away on the throw-in, and their possessions seem to last a lot longer than the Crusaders. And they had a lot of chances early in that first half, but couldn't cash in until late. But they got 3 late goals to take a commanding lead here. It's tough to come back from 3-0 in soccer. And a whistle right as the goalie was throwing it.
I believe she stepped out of their box.
Oh, too far out. The ref was right there on the line. So, Albert Lee will have a little close-in penalty kick here from inside the 10. And a shot. Ooh, hits the crossbar. I don't know if it was a football crossbar or the football crossbar. One of the two. And a stoppage here as the referees will decide what happened there. It's going to let Albert Lee go with it.
Must have went too fast.
Maggie sets it down. That was a shot there by Sydney Kolker that hit the crossbar, number 4. So we'll see if Maggie can put one in. Oh, that goes just high and wide. Nice try. That's really close in, and you got to get it over all those bodies. And then the goalie can use the hands to jump up there too, but almost have to have a screwball or something, where it kind of fades in.
Bend it like Beckham.
Yeah, there you go. Goalie kick here for the Crusaders. Nice header for Kolker, and back the other way go the Tigers. Looks like they'll have the throw in. No. Crusader throw in. I would make a horrible referee because I'm wrong on all these calls. But, of course, I'm not right down there on the pitch either. As that's taken away by the Tigers at midfield. Austinson and Olsen chasing it. And it's Haley going after it, and it goes out of bounds. So it'll be a Tiger throw in this time. I'm pretty sure I'm right on that one. As the Crusaders kicked it out just to slow down this juggernaut of an offense that has shown up here today. Could easily be 6-0. They had several chances in that first half that did not work out, but kept after it. 2 for Haley Austinson, 1 for Evelyn Ravenhorst, and we are on our way here with a 3-0 lead and 33:42 to go. And again, Crusaders unable to get it much past the midfield stripe before that Tiger D tightens up and says, no, no, no. Well, they get a little deeper this time. Oh, that one had a little spin on it. As goes out of bounds off of the visitors. Throw in Tigers. Steal there for Austinson. She's all over the place. Stamina on Haley is amazing. Some of these other girls, too, that play a lot of minutes and just constantly moving. Evelyn Ravenhorst, another one. Kolker. some of these girls on defense haven't had to run that much because they're just kind of hanging out at midfield for most of it. But these forwards for the Tigers are getting a workout. Throw in, and Crusader gets in the way of that one. I almost take it away, but not quite. Lights are on here at the Gus. And advancement here for the Tigers, but it's going to roll out of bounds there. A little too far for Haley. Haley, I got to say the last name was Haley because of Wallace and Austinson. I feel like. But it should be obvious because Wallace is in goal, but, you know. No, I'm not a huge soccer aficionado, but others maybe even less, and so you got to kind of explain it for everybody. So I try and do here on the call as it goes in and past the Tiger, but they get it back. Kolker works it over to the far side. I think that's Maggie. Nice dribbling of it on the far side line, and then it gets taken away. Kicked out of bounds out right away by the Crusaders, so it'll be a throw-in for Albert Lea. Been seeing some really nice sunsets. That sun was huge the other night, isn't it? I don't know if it was tonight because it's not in my view where it's setting, but oh, the sunsets at this time of the year have been beautiful. And I would imagine sunrises too, but I don't look outside that early. Here come the Crusaders. Oh, and a little trip there as they're going to get a David Warrington. And slow to get up, the Crusader girl there at the 20. I get a number on her, and I don't know. Is it number 2?
3.
3 is Shelby Byer, a freshman. She's going to sit down here and take her time. Finally gets up. And will probably head off. She looks like she's all right. Got a little bit of a limp there, but no harm meant. It just kind of looked like they got their legs tangled up, but it'll be a penalty kick here for the Crusaders from around the 20. And taking her time getting off, that's fine. 30. They do stop the clock, though, on injury, so it's 30-29 left. Here in the game, 3-0 Albert Lea. And a little huddle there for the Crusader girls, and they're back ready to go here as all but 2 Tigers are lined up in a line between the penalty kick and the goal. She kept that one low, and it ricocheted off of a Tiger player and out of bounds. So it'll be a throw-in here, or a corner kick for the Crusaders. Corner kick. The honors will be done by Sophie Neckreiner, the senior midfielder. Winds have died down, as they usually do when the sun disappears. Not always, but it seems more than not that kind of kills the wind a little bit. And that is out of bounds again. A throw in here for the Crusaders, but they're moving backwards. As that throw in is stolen right away by Evelyn Ravenhorst, who was flashing a heart sign to somebody in the stands right before that throw in, and then she stole it. So I was going to say pay attention, but she was paying attention because she stole it right away. And down it goes all the way to the Crusader end. Haley Austinson in chase. Haley and Evelyn really stand out here tonight to me. They're the goal scorers, of course, but even if they hadn't been, they've been all over the field. Sydney Kolker as well. And Maggie Olson. You say the number of these girls, they've really dominated from start to finish here. It's going to be a throw-in for the visitors as another airplane goes by. They're watching this game, I think. They always just fly right over the field. And some replacements going to be coming in here for Albert Lee. I can't quite see numbers all the way across the field there, but it might be Danica Jensen and, it's going to be Maggie Schultz or Danica Jensen or Kate Kiters or Jordan Earl or Marley Goskinson and Morgan Goskinson, because those are the only bench players we have. As Crusaders lose possession again in midfield. Oh, there was a point where two legs went together, and Tigers come out of it with Fairy Thaw on the winning side of that one as it's advanced up, and Maggie lost it on the end out of bounds line there. I don't think she thought so, but really? Oh, all right. Paisley, I guess, got sick.
Oh.
So we have, I don't know if you want to go do the camera work. She was taken ill there, maybe by something she ate, but that's too bad. She's probably going down to the restroom. As we'll have Chad take over on the camera here. Good thing we have three of us. And there's a 3-0 lead here for Albert Lee. It's 27-14 to go in this first half. Well, we hope she's all right. I don't know if did she go out of there before she made a mess of things. But I got a sick daughter on my hands. That's not good. Yeah, it's supposed to do the game tomorrow night with her too, and hopefully she doesn't pass it on to me. But that's out of bounds, and it'll be a goalie kick here for the Crusaders with 26.5 to go. I think Albert Lee not really pressing the issue. I mean, they'll score another goal if they can, but their objective is to just keep possession and run the clock down and play good defense, which they've been doing all night long. They have been a suffocating defense on this team, and that's just the second year in a row they've shut them out. So far, it's a shutout. I mean, they were 2-0 last year, win up in Mankato, and now 3-0 here. There's Kolker. The shot goes just high and out of bounds. Nice attempt there for Sydney. Well, she's back, and she's got a smile on her face. Still, she looks like she's all right. I don't know if she's going to take over again on the camera, but this will be a goalie kick. Yep, she's going to grab the camera. What a trooper. As that kick is taken away, but that's Kolker who got a body shot there, and it's kicked out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Albert Lee. What a trooper Paisley is. Are you all right? Just took ill? Or... Oh, okay. A little dizzy? Yeah. It's been, first week of school, right, and then working late into the night, and you better get you home and get you some rest here tonight because you got to do it again tomorrow. And Saturday. That's a quick turnaround as well. And then you're going up to the State Fair this weekend with your mom and sister. So she's coming off a purple ribbon with her ducks today at the State Fair. Farron is my middle daughter. All I do is make girls, and I do it well. Three daughters. My oldest make me a grandpa this about a year ago, and Sage is quite the grandson. He is so animated for a 1-year-old. It's just, it's funny. He makes me laugh.
I feel your pain. I got all daughters too, so.
I got a shirt that says, "You can't scare me. I have 3 daughters."
All right.
There's nothing more true than that. As a steal again, a nice job there for Ingrid Peralta-Linares as that goes out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Ingrid. She's been putting in some minutes here tonight, too. Not necessarily getting the shots on goal, but she's her name has been called quite a bit tonight. A important cog in the wheel here, the junior. And again, it goes out of bounds. That's 3 quick ones in a row out of bounds. I thought he said that she got sick and threw up over there, and I thought, oh, that's not good. But she just got a little dizzy and lightheaded. Well, that's not good either, but having to stand through this because the camera has got a certain angle and your arms got to be up. It's a workout if you're not used to it. But we'll get her home and get her some rest and plenty of fluids and be ready to go tomorrow here as the ball rolls out of bounds with 23 minutes to go here. 3-0 Albert Lee lead. Pretty dominating, huh, Chad?
Yes, very. I'm very impressed. I like what I see.
I don't know how good this Crusader team is or will be or even what their record was last year. We beat them 2-0 in the opener last year at their place. But, yeah, I mean, I'm impressed with they're actually running plays. They're sharing the ball, passing well, and look at all the shots that just come close. And boy,
even if this Crusaders team's on a down year, they're not playing down to their level, so that's a good sign. You know?
Yeah. Oh, and they're keeping the pressure on even with the 3-0 lead here. They easily could have let them back into it, but I don't think they've left them past the 40-yard line yet in the second half. And I still don't think Haley Wallace has faced an actual shot in the game.
Oh, I don't think she has.
I mean, she's grabbed a couple of soccer balls that go through her area, but they were not heading toward the goal. As they get another goalie kick here, and that is stopped from going out of bounds there by Maggie Schultz, the junior in number 10. Might be time to rest some of those Austensons and Ravenhorsts and see what the youngsters can do. She does have the young crew. We were talking to Amy Wagholz before the game, and she's really high on the freshmen, sophomores, the younger girls she's got. She thinks the future is bright, and it looks it tonight. Just 4 seniors on this squad, but you got Haley Austenson as a sophomore. She's going to be back. She's got 3 years left, and she's already an excellent player. And I'm impressed with Evelyn Ravenhorst, who is a senior, one of the 4. Haley Wallace, also a senior. That's going to be tough to replace. Goalies are always tough. And it's the same thing with hockey.
Oh, you mean the mom of the basketball player, Wacos, that graduated?
No, she's an aunt. I think
She's
got a daughter on the soccer JV team, though, I think. Brindley, who is a 7th grader coming up. Yeah, that was part of the group. She said the 7th and 8th graders are really good. She can't wait until they get up here to the varsity level. So, yeah, the next several years are going to be good. And coming off a 5-win season, which kind of like football, the girls' soccer team hasn't had a lot of wins in recent years. So they're building little by little and improving, and that's all you can ask. Yes, that one gets popped way up in the air. 20 minutes to go. Out of bounds. That'll be a throw-in for Albert Lee. And Peralta Linares will do the... No, I thought she was going to do the throw-in, but she is going off the field and being replaced by... That's Jordan Earl. She's tall for a freshman, seems like. Oh, no, that's going to be Peyton Seeger. Danica Jensen is in the game, number 13. It's hard to see the numbers. It doesn't seem like the lights are all that bright here. But they are on. And maybe this is my old eyes. As the Crusaders, again, snuffed out drive at the 50. And, they get past now, and a little something cooking, but it's 1-on-5. So then it's not going to last too long. As Cora Johannes, freshman, got a little opening there, but was taken away. Crusaders throw in. Down to 19 minutes left. Still that 3-0 lead. The 3 goals in the last 6:40 of the first half are holding up here for the Tigers. And out of bounds it goes in the corner. Well, keep drinking water. You got enough there? All right. Talking to the kid. She's my baby. In high school already. That means I'm getting old. Haley Wallace with a goalie kick. Right to a teammate. That was a nice one as they move it forward. And that's Maggie Schultz, number 10. Here she comes. She gets down the sideline. Trying to get it ahead for Danica Jensen. And it goes out of bounds off of the Crusaders. So quick throw in here for the Tigers. Maybe they can get another goal quick. You know, you get the girls that are reserves coming in, some of them. Still some starters out there, but they want to score too. They want to get some stats going. First game of the year. You don't want to pour it on by any means, but I don't think you are. It's 3-0, and you know if you don't like us scoring, stop us. That's what I say.
That's how I've always believed it.
Yeah.
Within reason. I mean,
yeah, you don't want to make it 12-0 or something, but that happens.
See some of these more so in like basketball where they'll 100 to 12 or something. That's,
right. That's where you coaches have to just go, okay, we're not learning anything here.
Right.
Let's just quit. As they have some replacements here before the throw in by Seeger, and she hit teammate Jordan Earl. Jordan, Kolker got that one kicked right between her ankles and all the way back to the 50. And they'll reset here. Maggie's playing deep. She goes to the other side. I notice a lot of these girls are so good at kicking with both feet. Yeah. I was never able to do that. Not ambidextrous in any way. But that's a good skill to have for this game. Well, for a lot of games. Baseball, another one where you get. It's a big plus to be able to go both ways on the left or right, as that is deep into the territory. A rare chance for the Crusaders, but it wasn't even really a chance as Maggie stole it away and kicked it off out of bounds. Maggie limping there after she came up. She's tough, though. Stays in and right back to the battle. And it's knocked out of bounds again, and this time it'll be a goalie kick, I believe, for, Albert Lee. Maggie's going to hang out down there. Maybe she'll do it, but Haley's going to take it away. We're down to 16 minutes left and counting in the second half. A 3-0 lead for Albert Lee. As Haley Wallace puts a leg into it, and it goes all the way out toward midfield. A little back and forth. Maggie, again, the last girl on defense here. She went from forward to defense. Maybe get her a little less running. But she's been in every play down there. Some Crusaders 2 in, 2 out. They've put up a good fight. They're not giving up. That's good to see. But Albert Lee you can tell they're just a better unit as far as finding each other on passes. And the defense has just been totally, I've used the word several times, but it's what it is, suffocating defense. Not letting them get even a shot on goal all night long. Just going to look up the schedule here. I know they play next Tuesday, these girls, here on our live stream. And it's Owatonna here at 7 o'clock. So that might be a bigger test. Boys tomorrow and next Thursday, they play Winona. So Cass and Manorville tomorrow night and then Winona on Thursday. All these games at 7 o'clock for soccer. And the football opener is on the 29th against Tri-City United at 7 o'clock here at Hammerfield. And we're doing the scrimmage coming up Saturday. I'm really looking forward to that. And it's not, I don't think it's going to be, if they don't do well in the scrimmage, it's not like, the season's in peril. They're going to try different things. And, you only get 15 plays on offense and then 15 on defense, and then you take an hour break and play another team that way. There's a shot that goes wide and out of bounds. And I believe that was taken, was that Colker or is that Earl? I can't see the number. I think it might have been Jacobson, number 4. It's 4, Colker, yeah. The scrimmage is going to be fun. It starts about 8:30 on Saturday morning, and we'll be on the air till about 2 o'clock or so when they get their 3 opponents that they play against. Now, Fairmont and Waseca are going to be here, but we're not taking those 2 teams on.
I've seen even a team from Iowa will be here, so that's kind
is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget who we're playing, but I got it written down somewhere.
I got it here.
The times, and I think it's right away at 8:30.
9 teams. We got Albert Lee, Bloomington Kennedy, Byron, Cannon Falls, Dover, Iota, Fairmont, Mason City, New Ulm, Plainview, Elgin, Millville.
And Matt Humphrey, the new boys soccer coach, will join me tomorrow on the pregame, and he takes over, and he said he's got a young squad this year too, but they're looking for some wins and maybe shock the world. You never know, but he's got some really good underclassmen as well coming up through the ranks. So we'll see what Matt can do with that squad. As, again, deep into the offensive end is Ravenhorst still out there plugging away.
My first varsity football game when I was a referee back in the day was Bloomington Kennedy and Bloomington Jefferson, and I tell you, that was an interesting game.
Yeah,
quite the rivalry.
Yeah, the schedule looks like for the Albany varsity, they're taking on Cannon Falls at 8:30 in the morning. First up here at the Gus, and then they take a little break there. They'll start again at 11 o'clock. Against Bloomington Kennedy. And then they'll have their last matchup for the varsity anyway against Dover Iota at 12:15. So those are the times for the varsity. But the JV and the C squad and all those different schools are going to be here all over these. Oops, we've got an injury out there for the Crusaders.
Cannon Falls always has a really good football program.
And it might be exhaustion more than anything because it's near the end here with 10:53 to go. But that was number 15, Vivian Crush, who is a senior midfielder. And she's going to slowly make her way to the sideline to be replaced. But, yeah, all these fields around here are going to be busy on Saturday. They've got food and they've got vendors of all kinds, and you should try and make it out here. But if you can't, we'll have it for you. And if you can rewatch it afterwards. Certain parts that maybe you missed. You were over on the JV field when the varsity did something cool or whatever. We'll have it all archived for you here on AlbertlyLive.com, as we always do. Paul Dunn, talked to him. He is looking forward to it. He's got a state championship at Springfield for football and softball when he was there as a coach. So he's got the pedigree. He knows good teams when he sees them, and it's been slow going here because of numbers, mostly. But he's high on this squad. Sam McGill, all the players to a man are ready to go. They're thinking they're going to get some W's this year, so that's good. Glad they have the confidence, and I hope that keeps going. It's tough, though, because, and I brought this up to Sam and some other players. I was like, you have a home game to start this season, but then 3 road games right away. That's tough to win on the road. And they're like, no, we play the same on the road as we do at home. Okay. Well, you just got to go on the field and prove it. That's good. Hope they can. Nothing would please me more than to have a 6-2 season or something like that. But like I said, 4-4 would be absolutely phenomenal for an Albertley football squad. So just to keep it in perspective, we can shoot for the moon if you want. I mean, heck, who wouldn't want to be 8-0? But realistically, probably not going to be, but you never know.
I'm excited for the Austin football game. That's something we haven't seen for a few years. So.
Yeah, and homecoming is St. Peter, a game that we had. I can't even remember how that was. At the last second, they made some weird call.
Penalty, and they got to re-kick it.
And they got to re-kick, and then they beat us. So a walk-off. And a lot of the players are circling that one on their calendar as we got to get revenge. And it's not St. Peter's fault.
Right.
But it's a win they thought they should have had, and we mentioned it all year, too. They should have had 3 wins last year. And, for most teams, 3 wins, big deal. But for the Albert Lea football program, it's been 35 years, like I said, since they've had 3 wins. And so they are starving for a winner, and hopefully they get it. We'll find out a little bit more Saturday, and then a week from Friday with the season and home opener against Tri-City United. I don't know how good a football program that is. I'd have to look them up.
I know they've had some good seasons, but
yeah, they got some good sports over there. I know, not just football, but
Montgomery, Lonsdale, Newmarket, I believe it is.
Down to 8:50 to play here. Still 3-0. And that was knocked out of bounds by Ingrid, the senior, still out there. Peralta Linares. Haley Wallace still in goal. Has not had to stop a shot yet. That's funny. I mean, you don't think of that going into a season opener. You think everybody will have plenty of shots, but this defense has really shut down the Crusaders. Uh-oh. The ball girl lost control of a ball. Oh, I thought the ref was going to trip on it, but she saw that. Kicked it out of there. There's a deep penetration for the Crusaders, one of the rare times. Off to the side, but it was knocked out of bounds there. Nice defensive effort by Nora Jacobson, knocking it out of bounds, the sophomore. Yeah, thanks to Advanced Family Dental and Hy-Vee and GT Window and Door, Gutters by GT, Service Master by Hyatt, Mr. Sandless, Alpha Orthodontics, all on board so far this year as sponsors of youth sports and activities. And we have students that help us out here and get paid for their efforts as well, mostly through Tiger Vision class. And they're starting a new class for broadcasting at the school that goes along with Tiger Vision, and it gives you college credit, which Albert Lea has always been good at, having classes like that in a lot of different fields. But I was happy to see that, too, or hear that. We had a parent-coach-athlete meeting at the high school here last week, and they mentioned that. Oh, there you get by Wallace, and there's an open net and a goal for the Crusaders. And it's 3-1. And 6:47 to go here. I didn't get her number, though. If she could turn sideways, I can see. Well, maybe not, because her hair is long and it's blocking her number. But I'm keeping an eye on her until I can see the number. That's number 4, as says Mike. So we'll go with his call. Cora Johannes, the freshman, puts the Crusaders on the board with 6:47. Something about 6 minutes left and a half. Albert Lea scored. It was 6:40 to go in the first half, and now the Crusaders with 6:47 to go in the second half get on the board. Goes out of bounds. Cora Johannes makes it 3-1, Albert Lea. Hang in there, Paisley. We're almost out of here. We don't have to take any equipment with us either because we got to come back tomorrow night, so it'll be easy to get out of here. As this is the Crusaders on the run again. Can't quite get to midfield this time, though, before Maggie Schultz takes it away. And whistle stops the action, not the clock, though, as it keeps rolling under 6 minutes now left. And we're all right as long as the Loyola doesn't score again here. But that would make it a little too close if they could do that. But here's a penalty kick for Albert Lea. From way out by the 41-yard line is put in play. A little back and forth. Maggie Olson still in there. As Linares there and going backwards. The Tiger girls. Far sideline and out of bounds. A throw in coming for Loyola with 5:25 to go. And Albert Lea again on the offensive. Shot goes in, and Ravenhorst. Where do they get the stamina? She's sprinting down the field, and she's been doing that all night long. I guess you find your spots to rest and take some deep breaths, but boy, some of these starters have really put in the effort here. On a still hot night, it's I think it's going to turn here a little cooler, and it feels good now. Of course, I haven't been running around. Some late substitutions coming in. One for each club. And we are down to 4:43 to go as Sydney Colker comes back in the game for Albert Lea. And a throw in when we're set here by the visitors. 3-1, 4:43 to go.
So Tri-City United lost to Albert Lea last year, 27-19.
That's right. Now that you mention it, I do remember that.
They were 1-9 on the season.
Okay, so that's possible. I mean, there's a lot of possible W's, including St. Peter. I think New Ulm will be tough, and Fairmont will be tough, and Waseca will be tough, but the rest of them are winnable games. A couple of them we beat last year. And St. Peter, who we should have. So, yeah, I mean, future's bright for football here in Albert Lea, and it's exciting. If we can stay healthy, that's the other thing. You got to stay healthy because I don't think they're all that deep in some spots. Although Paul Dunn was talking about some of the position battles that they had here so far in practice and going quite deep as far as defensive line and defensive backs, he said. He had some surprises that there were some really good position battles that he didn't anticipate, and so that's good because that means you got a little deeper squad than you thought.
And 2 years ago, they got the better half of Albert Lea, 27-20. So 2 years in a row, they've close games, one-score games.
Well, we will have some fun. We had some long road trips, so 3 hour-and-a-half road trips.
Yeah, I think
Belle Plaine, Worthington, and
Worthington's pushing
New
2
Ulm.
hours, I believe.
New Ulm, Worthington, and Belle Plaine are the long ones, and then Austin is the short road trip. But I've already got our booth reserved at all those road locations, so good to go. Actually, I told them if it's nice weather, we'll be outside. We don't care. But if it's raining, we got to have our equipment covered. So they've all assured me we have first dibs on whatever. As another attack here for the Tiger O, led this time by Haley Austenson, as it has been all night long. She just does not have a quit in her engine. She just keeps going. So does Ravenhorst and Olson. They got some good leaders on this team. And it shows to have them. They don't have to be out there right now. They're up 3-1 with 2:33 to go. They could be sitting on the bench laughing and having fun, but they're out there running it down and still trying to score again. The younger players see that. Well, I shouldn't say younger because a lot of them are young. Haley's just a sophomore. And with 2:12 to go, the Crusaders lose the possession again. There's Maggie. She played defense for a while, back on forward now. Position, midfielder maybe? Yeah, maybe a midfielder. She's got the far wing as she takes it over and boots one towards the goal, but it goes out of bounds just to the left. And we'll have a goalie kick. Clock rolls with 1:40 to play. And a whistle with substitutions for the Crusaders here. Minute and a half to play. 3-1. Albert Lea. Just that one little hiccup where they let them get through, and Haley misplayed it, and a wide open goal, but that's going to happen. For the rest of the 99.9% of this game, they have dominated. And that one goes out of bounds. I think Colker might have been the last one. Otherwise, it was Madeline Quintana. One of those two kicked it out. Oh, another goalie kick with a minute to go and rolling here at the Gus. Be right back here tomorrow night for the boys at 7 o'clock against Casson Manorville. It's their season opener. A quick throw in for Quintana. And Albert Lea still keeping the pressure on here with 35 seconds to go. Far side, still controlling. Oh, this game went fast. It's only 8:37. I was thinking we wouldn't get out of here till 10, but it's going to be 9. As I've forgotten a year from now, ago how long these games go. Sometimes they last a little longer if you have injuries and things like that. But this one cruised right along. And the last few seconds tick off, and it's a 3-1 opening win for Albert Lea. JV won 7-1. The varsity wins 3-1 over the Crusaders of Mankato Loyola. And we'll take our Service Master cleanup break here and be back with the tale of the game as the final is 3-1 Albert Lea here on AlbertLeaLive.com.
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. Service Master by Ayatt's Janitorial Services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Ayatt today.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Stay up to date on Tiger activities by following Albert Lea Live on social media. See what's on tap for the week and check out daily game day graphics to always know what's happening. You'll also get fast updates of game postponements and cancellations. Like and share our posts to keep others updated and leave a comment with any questions for quick answers. Follow us at Albert Lea Live on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and catch all the action on AlbertLeaLive.com.
So a big 3-1 opening home opener and season opener for the Albert Lea girls soccer team. 3-1 win, and they waited a little bit. They had some chances early, Chad, but didn't cash in until 6:40 left in that first half. And, of course, we were dealing with internet issues, so we didn't see the first two goals, but they were 36 seconds apart. Haley Austinson scoring the first one at 6:40 left in the first half, and then Evelyn Ravenhorst followed up at 6:04 left, and then at 39 seconds left in the first half, Haley Austinson scored her second goal of the game. And that was it for Albert Lea. They didn't need any more. They were just trying to possess the ball and keep it away from the Crusaders in that second half. But they got by them. Did the Crusaders one time. Coro Johannes put one in at 6:47 left in the game to make it 3-1, and that's where it stands. Now, tomorrow night, congratulations, by the way, to the girls. Well on their way to maybe matching the 5 wins or outdoing it. The future is bright for these girls. Hopefully it's the same for the boys. We'll find out more about them tomorrow from new coach Matt Humphrey. He is a construction guy from the area and taking over the helm for the boys team. They're playing, I don't know much about Casson Manorville, but they also seem to have good sports programs up and down the line. So
Absolutely.
They were here it is. They were 6-6-2 last season, Casson Manorville, and they beat the Tigers 3-0 at their place last year. So revenge will be on our minds tomorrow as we have the new coach. And he says he's got a young team, a lot of sophomores and juniors, but that doesn't mean that they can't win. Those guys have a lot of stamina, just like some of the seniors. All you got to do is play together as a team, stay together, and good things can happen. I think the girls proved that tonight. And so we've got boys soccer tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, and then the football scrimmage, 8 o'clock or so on Saturday morning until about 2 in the afternoon. We'll have 3 different opponents, 15 offensive plays, 15 defensive plays against each of the 3. And we'll get kind of a feel of, I don't know that they're going to show too much, but it'll be kind of a, I mean, with all the excitement, we couldn't pass it up. I wanted to see this scrimmage. And even if we wouldn't have live streamed it, I would have come here to watch it for sure. But there's going to be, it's a whole day-long celebration here at the Gus. They got all kinds of great food and entertainment things going on here too. So get the family together and come on out. But if you can't, we'll have it for you here on AlbertLeeLive.com. Chad, good to see you again.
You as well. You as well. As
we'll be spending a lot of time together here, especially with football and then on into the hockey season. Looking forward to that too. I don't want to wish winter on anybody, but I'm always excited about our hockey teams here. And even though the girls lost a lot of depth, a lot of seniors, they still should be pretty good. And the boys, I think, will be better too. So we'll see. Time will tell. Till tomorrow night. I am Jay Paul. See you then. Bid you an adieu, and thanks again to Hy-Vee, Advanced Family Dental, Service Master by Hyatt, Mr. Sandless, Alpha Orthodontics, and GT Window and Door and Gutters by GT here on AlbertLeeLive.com.